now for something completely different.
Flowers for people who hate flowers. I don't hate flowers, but I can buy myself flowers. Hello, it's Julia Graham. Welcome back. I hate flowers. Okay, I don't hate flowers. I just hate floral fragrances. Okay, look, I'm a gourmand lover, and today I am going to talk to you about the only floral fragrances that I own. And there's not that many. We've got a little bit of everything. We've got a little bit of designer, niche, luxury. I don't have any celebrity, but I do have an oil perfumery and some drugstore. These are floral fragrances that I own, and I didn't run out and buy a whole bunch of new ones to talk about. I'm talking about the ones that kind of languish in my cupboard because I'm not a floral person. I love vanilla. And I am so over vanilla right now, I can't even tell you. May flowers, folks. That's what we're dealing with here. And so I have a new appreciation for these because I'm so over vanilla right now. Let's jump in with the one that I want to talk about least, but have to talk about because I wore it yesterday. This is Flora Botanica from Balenciaga, and if you are not a terrible person like me, and if you're a good person, you've thrown yours away, but I did not. I wore it yesterday, and I want to talk about it just because you might have it too. The company fell out of everyone's good favor for a good reason, and a lot of people chucked everything they ever had, and I will leave it to you to do your research for that. This particular fragrance has been languishing because I don't understand it, or I didn't understand it. And the only time I ever wore it was when Ryan pissed me off because he hated this. Anyway, I don't know what to do with fragrances that I don't like, and so I keep them and I keep trying them. Yesterday I tried this and went,
oh, this is so nice.
If you're mad at me because I have this, I gave Balenciaga my money a million years ago with this. This is discontinued. You can't get it, but you might have it. So let's talk about it. This, for the first time yesterday, I got the mint in this. I don't get the cannabis note. This is an aromatic green stemmy floral. There's rose in here. That's the floral, and I didn't like it. I got it because everybody was talking about it. Hated it. Now I actually like it. It's really fresh. Green, aromatic. It's in the air. It's really pretty, and it lasted all day, and it's not available, but it was at Shoppers for $20. I'm not going to go any further than I wore it yesterday. I really liked it. If you still have yours, because you're a terrible person too, let me know down in the comments. Let's go to the scent of the day. I never had kids. This does not seem to have anything to do with perfume, but
it will.
This is the oil perfumery version of Armani Privé Rouge Malachite. And I'm wearing this today. I have a video if you give a rat's about how I use these. And this morning I put, like, it's a roller ball, and I used it as a moisturizer. I'm out of unscented moisturizer right now, so I just rolled this in my hands and put it on my body while I was still wet. Moist, if you will. And it's just, this fragrance is a floral. Again, I bought it in the oil perfumery version because I didn't want to spring for the whole thing because I couldn't just go test it. And so when I smelled it, I was like, what is this besides something I'm never going to wear? Because it's a white floral. And it's tuberose. It's tuberose at the top and in the mid and in the base, and there's a little bit of orange blossom and a little bit of jasmine sambac and some clary sage, even ylang ylang. A heavy floral that makes me feel grown up. Let me get back to the fact that I don't have children, so I never felt like a grown up in my whole life. I never had to sacrifice myself for the sake of the children. And that to me is what a grown-up is. And so I smoked and drank. I just walked around smelling like cigarettes and marshmallows for most of my, until yesterday actually, when I wore them. So I'm wearing this and I feel so very, very, very grown up. I feel sophisticated in a way that is not normal for me
If you've met me.
at all. So this is the oil perfumery version of the very expensive Rouge Malachite from the Armani Privé line. I will be now buying the full bottle of the actual thing. I use these as testers, and they are so good for that. Anyway, I'm wearing this, and I'm, for the first time, loving it. This is heavy, you know? This is heavy because here it's May, and I can buy myself flowers. There's nothing gourmand about this, but it is heavy because it's tuberose, and then there's benzoin. Anyway, this is not for the heat at all, I don't think. But gosh, it's very sophisticated, very heavy, very grown-up fragrance. Let's continue on with the fact that sometimes May is still a... It's May, what, today? May 8th. And we're probably going to get one more really good snowstorm here in northwestern Ontario. And so I'm going to talk about a fragrance that I consider to be a true Flormond. TM. You know what? You can use Flormond if you want. Here on FumeTube, TM, we like to share. To me, a Flormond is something that is floral and gourmand, but in equal measure. And you can't, the whole gourlol sounds stupid. So it's a Flormond. I've spoken about this one before. We're going to call it Pagetta from Trussardi. And this is a nutty, sweet Flormond, and I'll tell you why. There's hazelnut and coffee and cinnamon, but you know, and this is a warm, if not cloying fragrance. And when I first got it, because my friend Veronica, thank you, I name drop a lot, but the folks in this community are amazing. And when I first got this sample, I was like, oh my gosh, that smells like Nutella. I must have this.
I must smell like chocolate hazelnut spread.
And when I, you know, sampled it in the sample, that's all I got. But when I got it and I wore it, I remember half the time thinking, oh my God, I smell like a snack. And the rest of the time going,
I smell like flowers. I don't want to smell like flowers.
and now I want to smell like flowers, but I also want to smell like the other things. So this is the flowers in here. At least I need to know that, right? It's tuberose and jasmine sambac. And everything else that's in here is not a flower, but to me, this is a true Flormond TM. This is not good for summer for me. I find this very cloying. The performance isn't fantastic. I bought it on the gray market at fragrancebuy.ca, so it was a really, really good price. It doesn't project a lot, but I don't suggest this one for the spring. I'm mentioning it because maybe you're in the other part of the world where May is beginning to herald the colder months. Or also you might live in a Iqaluit, like my friend Richard, and you might need something a little bit cozy, or you might be having a snowstorm in May, and this is your girl, or guy, or your greyhound. Hey, Melissa. Let's talk about Flower Bomb from, who's this from? Victor und Ralph, yeah? This is an oldie but goodie. These are all oldies but goodies. They might be languishing in your cupboard, and I'm just taking mine out because I'm not going to run out and get new florals, although I'm up for suggestions for any Flormonds too. The flowers here are, well, it's a floral. I'm seeing on the notes is osmanthus, orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, and African orange flower. Hole. This is one of the first florals I ever wore. This is one of the last florals I'll probably ever wear. Is it dated? No. This has been around forever. This has been around since 2005, and it smells just as good today as it did then. Patchouli. It's sweet. It's sweet and patchouli, and I don't need to go on. You guys, we've all probably sniffed this, and if you haven't, you might like it. There is vanilla in the base, so it's sweet, and there's musk. Yeah, it's just lovely. It's lovely in the air. Excellent performance. You can get this one at Shoppers Drug Mart for free with your points. So that's Flower Bomb. We don't need to go any further with that. But where we can go is the very first floral I ever wore. Back in the day, there weren't a lot of choices. And so if you walked through any high school in the mid 80s, you probably smelled this guy. This is Cerel Na. So this is drugstore. I have the deodorant for this as well because I want to tell you something. Na is like the original white floral. Holy moly, it is just flowers. Yeah, and they're white florals. But the flowers in here, are you ready for this? I'm going to show you a picture of the notes for this one according to Fragrantica. Thank you. Wait for it, okay? White lily, hyacinth, honeysuckle, galbanum, orange blossom, lily of the valley, Moroccan jasmine, carnation, honeysuckle, tuberose, ylang ylang, iris, rose. Those are the flowers, okay? I can buy myself flowers. I would love to see an arrangement of flowers with those flowers. Amazing. There's a bunch of stuff that grounds this, and I think oak moss is the reason I love this so much at the base. But I'll leave the notes here, and you can see this thing is insane. This is from the 80s. It's dated, and it doesn't smell like the original. It just doesn't. They're saying it's l'original. There's nothing l'original about this, but the deodorant is. This is what the high schools smelled like. This, not that. I'm wearing it today, and I love it. I still like this for sentimental purposes. You know, it just does not smell like it did. This is very powdery. It's very floral. It's very 80s, and you can still get it. And it's fun to wear, although it's not exactly the same. After a little while, who cares if it's the same or not? You know, after a little while in the dry down, you can't tell the difference really. But when I spray this on, I get the, oh, I'm young again. So some of these make me feel grown up, and this one makes me feel young again, even though, I'm going to say it, this is an old lady perfume. Just saying, moving along to something that a lot of these I like and wear. One of these, I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know what's going on with this fragrance. I never know when to wear it. I have tried and tried and tried with this fragrance. This is Versace Crystal Noir. And I don't get it. The flowers in this is gardenia, orange blossom, and peony. There's spices like pepper and cardamom and ginger in the top, and then there's this coconut stuff going on with like sandalwood and amber and musk in the base. I don't get this. It just smells like flowers to me. Specifically, it smells like jasmine, which isn't even in here, so it must be gardenia, right? This is a cool, cold, the only one of these other than the Pagetta and Flower Bomb that I would wear at night, but I don't know when to wear this. Do you have this? They've reformulated this, and I don't know what they've done to it, but I can't imagine liking it or disliking it. And now that I'm smelling it, I like it. Yeah, I'm really over vanilla. I am super over vanilla. I feel all grown up today. I only drank half a bottle. Well, okay. I drank more than half a bottle, but I didn't smoke any cigarettes last night, so I'm feeling quite grown up, and I smell like money. So today I'm grown up wearing florals. Let's move on. I'm saving my favorite two for last. So let's talk about Mancera Pink Prestigium. This is Pure Montel. This is, I've spoken about this before. This is fresh rose that's been grown and steeped in grapefruit juice, pink grapefruit juice. From the grocery store, not squeezed grapefruit juice from the grocery store, and then poured over a log. This is very unique. It's very fresh. It's not feminine. It's not masculine. It's directly in the middle. And this is not a safe blind buy. None of these are. There's one that's a safe-ish blind buy, but this is not. This is weird. Like if you think this is weird, this is weird and fresh and aromatic. And rose. Ryan doesn't like rose, so usually I just wear these fragrances just when he pisses me off, but that's all I'm going to say about this. This is fresh, aromatic, bright, citric, but it's rose. And my friend Joss from Joss's Fragrance Mixology sent me the sample of this, and I had to have it right away because it smells clean, fresh. I wear this to work. when I'm feeling a certain way, I'll put the video up. When I did the video for this, the dedicated one in my car, remember Perfume in my car? Anyway, someone left a comment that says she probably doesn't even have the fragrance. Well, I do. You know, don't blind buy this. Here are my two favorites, and I love them so much. I've got dedicated videos to both of these. So let's start with Delina. Everybody talks about Delina. I'm not going to talk about the bottle. I'm not going to talk about anything but the fact that I got this at a discounter, so it was a decent price, whatever that is. This is Rose, again. Rhubarb, lychee, vanilla, musk, woods, and citrus. That's what's in here. Incense, maybe? Gosh, this is one of the prettiest things. I have a group of friends. I'm just going to digress for like 2 seconds. I have my colleagues that I work with
whom I work.
When I work in town in Dryden, and we call ourselves, we just do, okay? And so during the summer months, we've instituted who brunch. So we don't work during the summer. We get together, we go for brunch. This is what I'm gonna wear. This is gorgeous, and I've talked about it a million times. It's tart and sweet and smoky and citric. And roll in the back of your head, your eyes. That didn't even make any sense. I make no sense when I smell this. It is a performance masterpiece. I said it. The next one's a masterpiece too.
I said it. I meant it.
Here it is. This is Delina from Parfum de Marly. This is the most sophisticated but still youthful fragrance that is, I mean, the rhubarb can scare you because it is tart, but then there's all kinds of other stuff going on in here. I love this. You know that already. This is my favorite right now. I wore this next fragrance to the celebration of my father's life last month, and I have, you know, this makes me feel everything good. This makes me feel comforted and put together. It's rose and patchouli and whatever else is in here. There might be oak moss in here, but this makes me feel very grown up. So I bought the grown-ass bottle of it. Look at this thing. Look at the... Anyway, this is Gris d'Or, which used to be impossible to get in Canada, and now you can. But Chris from the Perfume Nest sent me the sample of this. Thank you. And then Veronica got it to me. Thank you. I'm just a name dropper, and that's all I am. Anyway, just there's nothing I don't love about. Can you see how you can't even see the whatever the stick is called? It's just it's a masterpiece of fresh rose and patchouli. Amazing performance, completely inoffensive, almost a safe blind buy, but there is a leather accord that no one tells you about in this floral fragrance, and it just keeps it from being juvenile, but it's extremely not mature, you know, like mature, right? Undated, undateable, incomparable. I love this thing, and I mean, to boot, there's that. This is Gris d'Or from Christian Dior. You can get it in Canada now, not at the discounters. This is sophisticated. It's warm, it's comforting, it's pleasant. It's an all-rounder all the time because that leather note is there, which is not listed on the notes, but what are you gonna do? This makes me feel like, I can't explain it. It makes me feel good. And I like feeling good.
Feeling good make me feel good.
I think everybody knows about all of these. And we all have so many fragrances that we purchased and don't know what to do with. Maybe we were in a mood or not in a mood. This is kind of a shop my stash, be a responsible consumer, don't run out and buy all the latest stuff kind of video, so that you and I can have a chat about fragrances we might have in common, and maybe we forgot about them. Maybe they're languishing in your cupboard. Die hard gourmand. And so these are special to me, each in their own way, except for this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm liking it today. I'll try it tomorrow. Okay, April showers, May flowers. I can buy myself flowers. I'm Julia Graham, you're my scent sibling. Thanks for joining me. And if you have any suggestions for me with florals, That's what we're here for, to make suggestions. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy your day, and we will see you in the next one.
Floral perfumes just smell like flowers, you know?
I want to smell like food. That's weird. Welcome to my scented schoolroom. Do you like that? Do you like scented schoolroom? Because perfume in my car, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I don't want to do perfume in my car anymore because people get mad at me. Because I drive like a crazy person, or the sound is no good. So I don't want to do it in my car anymore, although the lighting is way better, right? What did I do here? My bra's been showing the whole time, sorry.